Good morning. This is Shindo. Okay, folks, it's getting real. This is from The Independent. The title of this article is Russia Launches Massive Nuclear War Training Exercise that, quote, involves 40 million people, unquote. Quote, Schizophrenics from America are sharpening nuclear weapons for Moscow, unquote, says Russian government-run TV network. This link will be in the description box, as always. Okay. The Russian government has launched a nationwide civil defense training exercise to ensure the country is properly prepared in the event of a nuclear, chemical, and biological attack from the West. 40 million people. Amid growing international tensions, particularly over Russia's conduct in Syria, the Defense Ministry-run Schizophrenics TV network announced last week, quote, Schizophrenics from America are sharpening nuclear weapons for Moscow, unquote. Lasting 3 days, the exercise being run by the Ministry for the Civil Defense, Emergencies, and Elimination of Consequences of Natural Disasters will involve 200,000 emergency personnel and the cooperation of 40 million civilians. Emercom states in its website the drill will rehearse radiation, chemical, and biological protection of the personnel and population during emergencies at a crucial and potentially dangerous facilities. Fire safety, quote, fire safety, civil defense, and human protection at social institutions and public buildings are also planned to be checked. Response units will deploy radiation, chemical, and biological monitoring centers and sanitation posts at the emergency areas, while laboratory control networks are going to be put on standby, unquote. Relations between Russia and the West continue to deteriorate with Vladimir Putin suspending an agreement with the U.S. over the disposal of surplus weapon-grade plutonium, BBC reports. Under the 2000 Plutonium Disposition Pact, both sides were told to get rid of 34 tons of surplus nuclear material by burning it in reactors. In addition to the nationwide exercise, Emercom has announced its intention to build underground facilities beneath Moscow to shield 100% of the capital's population from a nuclear attack. Russia is currently modernizing its nuclear arsenal by introducing a new generation of long-range nuclear bombers, truck-mounted ballistic missiles, and nuclear-armed submarines, Time reported. Despite bilateral agreements to reduce stocks of long-range nuclear weapons, the Kremlin is reportedly looking to boost its nuclear capabilities to outweigh the superior firepower of the U.S. So they're going to do a drill that is going to include the cooperation of 40 million civilians. Now, this is a propaganda ploy. Any civilian involved in this is going to say to themselves, why are we doing this? Is, in fact, the United States, are we back in a Cold War? Is the United States potentially a threat to us again? Any civilian's going to think that over in Russia, and of course, by them announcing it, and by me putting this up, it's going to come across anybody's mind here in the U.S. as well. So here we are continuing with a downward spiral that is going into a mess. And folks, it's happening quite quickly. Very quickly. Much quicker than I thought. But I assure you, my opinion, this is not going to escalate. Not soon. It's not going to escalate soon. A few years from now, but not soon, will it escalate to actual armed conflict between Russia and the United States. But I can tell you this. There is going to be a person who's going to step forward and bring peace between the United States, Russia, the Middle East. A great peacemaker will come. And I can tell you this as well. Do not believe that because this great peacemaker has brought peace, that indeed that is what we're in for. These are dangerous times we're living in. And when peace and safety is being spoken of, then sudden destruction will come upon them. This is Shindo. Have a good Thursday.